Just want to make sure that we're good. Okay. All right, so let's just go back where we left off. Um, can you think about a time where God gave you or had you wait for something that you wanted right then and there? Um, I recently purchased a home, and when I started the process, I was really eager to move in right away. I wanted the home right then and there, but my builders were like, "Hey, listen, we don't have a home move-in ready for you, so we're gonna have to build you one, and it's gonna be about 6 months." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, 6 months is a long time." And it seems so far away from now, but in the process, I realized how much money I needed to put down, how many inspections that needed to be completed, how much paperwork that needed to be done. And after all was said and done, I said, you know what, it was a good thing that, I had that 6 months to prepare for my home so I can save up, so I can make sure that everything I needed for my house I had when it was time to purchase. Um, so when we're given things prematurely, when we're giving something prematurely, there is a much greater risk that we may mishandle it and not appreciate what God gives us, right? For some of us, when we're going through a valley, God is preparing us for one of the biggest fights of our life. And if we aren't trained, if we aren't properly trained for it, there's a high chance that we won't make it out. Right. I've hiked up a mountain a few times, and the first time I did it, I wasn't prepared at all. I didn't have the right clothes. I didn't have the right shoes, and I certainly was not in shape enough. But I still did it, but I barely made it up there. I got up to the top and I was panting. I was laying on the ground. The people that were with me were perfectly fine. They were looking at the clouds, and I was just trying to catch my breath. Um, but the point is that when if I was properly prepared, if I had the right clothes, if I had the right tools, I would have been fine. I would have made it up that mountain with no issues, and I would have been able to enjoy the mountaintop much more when I got up there. So I encourage you all to change the perspective of how you view the valley. See it as an opportunity for God to groom and prepare you for where He's taking you. You need the rest. You need the teaching. You need the mentoring. Don't despise that. Don't brush it off. Don't think that you have arrived, because we all need to be taught even when we do get to a certain level. God is not going to place you in a season of replenishment and or growth for no reason. Right. So if you sit and despise the fact that you are in a valley, you'll never allow yourself to take in all that God is trying to teach you. And God will not allow you to have something or someone only for you to mismanage it due to your lack of immaturity. And lastly, and most importantly, the biggest lesson to learn during this time and during this season is obedience and trust in the Lord. It just may be a season where God is testing you to see if you're really serious about living for Him, right? If He gets you to the valley and tells you to turn around and go back, are you going to listen to Him? If He tells you to start walking to a completely different mountain, are you going to catch an attitude with Him and just do what you want to do anyway because you feel like you've put in all this effort, you've walked this far, and you don't want to just let all your efforts go to waste, right? Valleys don't have to be a miserable season. Not all the time. Take joy in the shaping and the molding God is doing in you during this time, and see how much better you've become when He gives you the okay to go up the mountaintop. You'll appreciate the mountaintop so much more. You'll enjoy the journey so much more. You'll be able to find life and happiness in the things that God is doing in you to make you better, instead of moaning and complaining, because He's stretching you and pulling you to get better. And you will most definitely be thankful for it. So I hope that this blessed you all. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day today, and I will see you all tomorrow morning. Have a great day.